So this is my red hot Camaro SS 1LE. It's a 2020. So it does have the new front end. Uh, kind of hard to get there, but yes, it's not all black anymore. So that part is painted, and the bow tie is in the top grill instead of the flow tie that they did before with the black, which I thought looked good on the 1LEs actually. So I don't know. I didn't mind the 19s. I know a lot of people did, but I actually thought they looked pretty good. But anyways, I got the 20. But a little bit of background why I got a red Camaro. So when I was a kid, I can't even tell you how old I was. I was pretty young. My dad had gotten a red Camaro, and I must have been in junior high at this time. And he brought it home one day, brand new, spanking new, and I remember he pulled it in the garage, and I was just like, my jaw dropped. I thought it was the most beautiful thing. I was like, you got a sports car? Like what? And it was the pointy nose model. After the box model, I think like 93, 95, something of that nature. And red hot, same exact color. And it wasn't a 1LE or a Z20. It was just a V6 automatic cloth interior. My dad was a very he was kind of a little bit of a minimalist, and he didn't go big. He didn't like to splurge too much or be flashy or anything. But he liked this red Camaro, and he loved this damn car, and so did I. And when I was a kid, I would go out my garage door. This is my garage door now, different house. But I would go and I would just stand there and I would stare at this red Camaro at night all the time. I'd just go out there and be like, man, I'm gonna go look at that Camaro. That thing is sweet. And he would come up to me sometimes and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm staring at your car. It's freaking awesome." Well, okay, go out there and do that. You're letting out the heat. It's like such a dad thing to say. But um, uh, so I would do this a lot. I would spend a lot of time with this red Camaro. I'd help wash it. I'd help wax it. I loved the way it looked clean. The red would pop. And everywhere my dad and I would go, we'd be riding low in this red Camaro. It just felt cool. And my dad was in law enforcement at the time, and you just kind of felt just I don't know, it just felt cool. And my dad and I were really connected. It was a good time period for him and I. And he had a white Camaro he later bought, but I wasn't so connected to that because it wasn't red. And him and I weren't, we were separating at kind of as you grow up, you kind of separate from your parents a little bit. So we were kind of at that point. But when he had the red Camaro, we were pretty much the closest we ever were. And before the years got a little bit harder, and a red Camaro to me just reminds me of my dad. So when I was looking for cars, Camaro was kind of obviously the next thing. And I had a white 2015 Mustang. My dad had a 1967, 68 white Mustang as well. So, he had a red Camaro and I got my red Camaro. And I needed to have that one that when I open the garage and I stand there, that I go, wow, look at that. And a 2SS wasn't doing that for me. But the 1LE was. So, it's not just for looks, it'll be on the track, but this is why I got a red Camaro SS. Is it reminds me of my dad, and the connection and memories that I had with him. Um, I kind of relive with this car when I see it in my garage, and it's a hell of a car. Um, I'm absolutely in love with it. Let's get into it. But it's just the 1LE, 1SS. So I got those Recaro seats, and you sit nice and low. The transmission's beautiful. It's just kind of like nothing special up here. It's just hard. This is nice and cushiony, kind of leather thing. I'm gonna replace the padding here, as well as the knee pad things. I don't know. I don't know why they call them knee pads. My knees don't hit them. And I'm also gonna upgrade to the lighting that the 2SS has. There's a package you get for about $600 for that, and then I could change the light over that TV thing, and I could basically do the colors of the two SS. So that'll be a little bit of an install. I'll record that, put that in. I've read a bunch on the forums, get it done completely good. But yeah, this is my car, man. I'm really excited about this damn thing. So it's just it's pretty much all it needs. It's got the leather seats back there. This mirror doesn't auto dim. You gotta flip that. You need the 2SS for that. But I mean, like who the hell cares? These lights are pretty sweet. I don't know if they're like LED or whatever, but they're super bright. But I'm getting into weird, stupid little things. Overall, the car is just a beast to drive, and it gets a lot of road respect, I'd say. I still got my boilers for my Mustang. I'm probably gonna end up selling those. But yeah, man, it's my car now, so I'm excited to have it. These wheels are 20 inches of beauty, and those brakes are just monsters in there. So I haven't really done much with it. I haven't detailed it. I'm gonna do a one-step detail. I'm gonna ceramic coat it, and I'll probably record that for shits and giggles. But yeah, that's my red Camaro SS, guys. So I'll be making some videos. It does have PDR on it. That's the performance data recorder. So I'm gonna be recording with that and uploading that kind of stuff too. I'll eventually get it on the track. I gotta break it in. I only work a few miles from work, so it's gonna be a while till it gets broken in. But I got the weekends coming up here, so we could do something about that. So I'm out. Lates.